Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are here. We turned around and had a little bit of a problem there running the 062 you went to. It was just really loud. So yeah, it wasn't any of the settings. Thought I turned around and maybe some of the recording settings got off or something like that. It's not. It's just how loud this locomotive is. So in order to solve that problem, we put it in the dirt and got rid of it and turned around and picked up a ruby basin. Tried and true, tested, works. So that we turned around, picked up one of those, picks us up a little more speed as well. We also then turned around and picked up some more rolling stock, so we did get some cordwood cars and some flats thrown in here. That's all the money we have, or we would have thrown a few more flats in here, but that's all we have. So pretty much just going to wrap up the entire railroad at this point on one Loco, and we'll leave that one in the dirt and either play around with the audio settings when we use it, or we'll just use it for logs or something. Like, I don't know what we'll do with it, or we'll just leave it in the dirt as an abandoned locomotive. Who knows? It's good Loco, not a lot of speed, but it is obnoxiously loud. Tested it against other locomotives, and it is just, this thing is just super loud. So with that, we will try to head down the tracks, see if we have everything we need here, and get that going. Ruby Basin just has a great big whistle, not a lot of track noise or loco noise coming off it, especially compared to that 062. That thing is just really super loud. Went back, ran all the other locomotives, didn't have that issue with any of them, just that one. So no audio change or anything else. I can throw that one back on the track and run it just to show the difference of just how loud that is. But that was, yeah, the last video there. So we're just going to head out with these ones and hope that the problem is solved. Though, pretty sure it will be. And this is going to pick up the length of our locomotive a little bit, or our train. Not going to stretch out the locomotive just because we added some cars, but we will now have a little longer train. Ruby Basin shouldn't have a hard time pulling any of this. The 062 wouldn't have had a hard time probably pulling all of this, for that matter. This was going to be the plan, kind of to throw all the stuff in there, but we will just get it done now and with the Ruby Basin, because, well, we trust it, we know it, and it's not obnoxiously loud. So we will head out. I think we'll try to grab some logs as we go by this way, because we will be heading out towards the sawmill there. So mine as well. First run of a new locomotive. Always fun. Number 3 thrown on this one. We're hoping number 3 turns out to be a little longer lasting than number 2. Number 2 got one run. No, it got a few more than one, I guess. It got a couple of runs in, and then past that, we're just gonna, it's got a boiler issue or something. Who knows? She's just parked on the side of the rail for now. Not sure. I would assume that's just a bug, or the volume of it is just way too loud, and probably at some point will be changed, altered, or fixed. Who knows? We'll just have to see. If it doesn't, it'll collect dust sitting in the desert. Fine by me. Just a little too loud and too obnoxious. At least for on video. You can use it for plenty of other things. Just can't, you know, not going to use it when we're recording. It's just too outside of the window of everything else. Sadly. Because I do like that locomotive, but I'm not going to deal with changing around the audio every time I get in that loco versus everything else. Like to hear the rest of the game, not just that locomotive. So there you go. Alright, let's see if we can get that stopped. It's gonna work. It's working. That's all we need. A couple of logs. here and there to get us going, get a little weight on the train. All right. Yeah, first recording with the 062 might just be its last. Alright, see, that whistle should be quieter. That whistle is the same volume whether we're up front or in the back. But, let's give it the juice, get it out of here. Rolling on. Ruby Basin's always been one of my more favorite locomotives. I can't say favorite because I have a lot that I like. Ruby Basin's obviously one of them, and it just always has done the job. This Loco's had very few problems through its history. It did have the slamming on the brakes thing, but even with that, when you got used to it, it wasn't so bad running it on this Loco. Not a bad test locomotive to run out new rail or anything else, as it's easy to re-rail the tank. Just a solid Loco. If it has a drawback, it's the fact that it's got light on the fuel load. So hopefully we can get out to the coal mine before we run into a problem needing coal. This Loco, this train is going to kind of just be a fun little one to run. Everywhere we go at this point, we'll be able to make a stop and pick up or drop off or do something. So not going to be a lot of dead time with this train. And we should be able to at least add a couple, 2 or 4 more of the log cars, maybe 2 more or 4 more of the cordwood cars. Don't really anticipate Ruby Basin just solid locomotive. Should probably be running a lot faster than we are, actually. I don't know if this thing got a speed. This thing should be going like almost 28 miles an hour or something. What's the deal? It's like nothing wants to go over 20 on its own. Go back and check on. I don't know. Maybe that's weight. Maybe we were dragging a brake somewhere. We'll have to check everything all told. I feel like we should be going faster though. I feel like this Loco should be going way faster. Maybe we'll take it out and just do a speed run with nothing on it. See what we get. I mean, either way, all we were doing before is 20, and we're starting to edge over that, but I don't know. Maybe that was the one little incline in the whole railroad. Because now we're picking up speed. Who knows? It's always so hard to tell. At any rate, we're not losing speed over the other Loco. We definitely have the power. A little bigger Loco. I'm surprised we're not going faster though. I think maybe we were just trying to ask you for speed up the only little grade on the whole railroad. Now we're picking up some speed. Of course, now we're coming into our stop, but now we're probably going to go out of control. No, just kidding. Alright. Ease this back. Slow this down probably. We are already as zoomed out as we can get, so that's not going to improve. Yeah, that's as far as we can go. Alright, these are cordwood, so we don't want those anyway. Logs, which will drop on the other side. Well, we gotta go way back here to the back of the train. This is going to be an interesting one to bring in. Let's go. By the time you try to start going fast, then you're just gonna lose it all together. You know what? Well, we don't want to load it backwards. This is probably going to be the first one we actually have to load, though. I think. Come on! Load the car. Alright, you load there. Oh, it already was auto loading. We got that one. There we go, there we go. Probably don't need to be doing it this shell, but we'll just come on. There. That's gonna get all of those, yeah? Yeah. Good enough. Probably one more swing of the crane. When that one's done, we are out. Alright. And there we go. Yeah, see, it's a bummer this one doesn't get that hard hit that the 062 gets. 062 sounds great at the start there, but just way overpowering on the rail. Way too loud. And all of the settings are the same. I was totally shocked. Like, I went back and checked because obviously, you know, people let me know it was just way too loud. Which, yeah, I didn't check the middle with the train running there. I checked the audio at the start and at the end, and then there's in the middle where all the train's running. And really, yeah, well, I apologize that happened. That is just a Loco. Oh, okay, so see there, the steam whistles on the old Locos didn't get the new pop. That's a bummer. So they just did that on the new Loco. I would assume the 2662 has that as well. The 062 does. Hopefully the 2662 doesn't have the same audio problem when we get blown out of the water by the volume on the thing. I knew that thing was loud, but then I thought it was just me coming back from vacation and stuff and thinking it was all loud, you know, going, oh, that's really loud. I had turned it way down, and then, yeah, it turned out it was just the whole video was like that. But we have it under control with a known locomotive there, so. And then when I checked it against the 060 and it was quiet, then it was just the 062, so we're just gonna shelf that thing. Alright, whoa, slow down. Now we wanna look at this when we drop it. Yes. And this. And then we should be good. Put a little stock back in the pond. Probably not going to keep up with it with just the two cars, but at least we got a little bit going on in there, so that's a little better than nothing. Alright, we'll head out this way. Keep the cruising. That whistle should be They do have a few audio issues here and there to work out. That seems to be the case. We have some audio issues for sure. Alright, that's there. This is gonna go that way. Wait a minute, are we gonna go back for cordwood? What all do we have on here? Oh yeah, we have to go back. We want cordwood first. We definitely want cordwood, so we are definitely gonna go that way and then go that way. Yep, and then we'll just come around. That's how we're gonna do it. Round robin, if you will. Alright, let's see if we can get some more oomph out of this. Let's go. We need a bigger caboose back there. That's going to be the next thing we're going to change with this. The way car is getting tucked in too much. We'll have to get a bigger caboose. There's one you don't hear too often. We need a bigger back end. Make sure we can see it back there. Alright. Moving on. Heading up to the split. Rocks and pebbles, getting by, all that good stuff, no problems. Yeah, I was hoping that the Ruby base, I could have swore this logo was closer to 26 or 28, and maybe that's just me and I'm not getting everything out of it yet. Get more oomph. Or if they nerfed it. No, I don't know. It's hauling along pretty good. I mean, we're definitely going faster than we were before and moving more freight, that's for sure. So, either way you look at it. Oh, heading up to the Y here. Another split. Yeah, it's proper terrain anyway. For the narrow gauge. Getting there. Just keep getting up the size of the Loco. We might just be able to keep running the whole railroad on one train. Alright. That's good. That's another thing. I have noticed this weird bop in the cant right there. See? It's there. There's this weird shimmy. That's new with this update. Right there. Bringing it into a rest here. Or hopefully, I don't know, this is our first cordwood stop. Hopefully we got all these little bushes out of here and stuff. A lot of little twigs and branches and stuff we couldn't delete in there. So hopefully that all worked. So, oh, stop. Way overblew it. Starting to get a fair amount of weight on this train, I guess. Or will be, all told. Brakes not exactly as good as they were. Alright, that is there. And we'll see if we can speed this one up to catch up to the other one. Certainly. We got the lead. Alright, we'll move those along as fast as we can. Get that down here. Move this along. Crazy. Get that swinging. And then hit the brakes. That should get that going. Oop. I don't need to go nuts, I guess. See if we can catch that one up. Where's the other one that stopped? There we go. And we'll grab logs on the way back. We'll grab ore on the drop there. We're just moving along everything as much as possible. But from where we're at, where are we at? $366, and that's having dropped off the log. So as I said, broke as a joke. All right, moving the train out. Should have given a whistle there. Ooh, that rock is mighty close. Auto flip here, sweet. Alright, run up ahead on our little map here. Make sure that we are good to go. Get that flip. Boom, 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 boom. Everything else should be fine. Let's stop looking at a mountain for no reason. And then try to see if we get as much speed out of this thing as we possibly can here. Steam engine doing steam engine things. Let's go. Actually, I have no idea how many cars we actually have now. 16, 17 with the caboose or weight car. I suppose 18 if you count the Loco. Well, there we go. Proper little train moving along, doing its job. And a Ruby Basin there, pushing out close to 25 miles an hour there. So that is closer to what we were hoping for. Getting the job done, moving us across the Mesa Plains map a little bit faster. I have to say, getting close to 25 is much better than being close to 15. So, there you go. Definitely an improvement. Even over the 062, which was sitting at a nice steady 20, I'll take the 5 miles an hour. A little bit of a bummer. Maybe we'll use that one in a yard or something where it's just being all obnoxious loud don't make much of a difference or something. I'm sure we'll have some off-camera runs or something like that we can use that one for, but for the time being, the Ruby Basin will be getting it all done. There we go. That's the best RO whistle right there. In the hills, anyway. Train sounded like a train. That's pretty good. Though I am pretty partial to this locomotive. It's always been one of my favorites ever since it came out. So I have no problem falling back to using this one. Luckily, we were at tier 5, which is, you know, all you need to be to pick up one of these. I do find it to be one of the best locomotives in the game. Top 5 for sure. As far as all-around value and use, I think it's really hard to beat that Loco, especially early in the game. So, if you consider tier 5 early in the game, I know some people do not. I still kind of do. So. Mid-game Locos now are kind of those tier 6, 7, 8s, somewhere in there. Of course, I don't think we have any 8s, but if you're talking, you know, like the Class 70s and the Lima, the Mastodon, those are just kind of the middle of the field. Then you get up into the big boys with the 125 and the 2662, but plenty of options out there. Yeah, that one looks a little better now, I think, with the whole train all said. And we should make a little bit more money round trip now, obviously, but then That being said, so far we haven't really made anything, but then we've been picking up more than we've been dropping off, so we'll have to see when we start actually dropping off stuff how all that goes. I would assume it'll be a decent paying train overall. Alright, we'll have to see what lines up here first. I don't remember right this minute. Better slow down one way or another. Alright, there we go. Just about getting those in there. We'll get this one and then we'll start unloading. Start getting paid a little bit of money. Alright, that takes care of that. Go. Can't get that just yet. Oh, come on. Fine. Oh, we are just wasted. That was horrible. Probably put 20 extra in there. Nah, not really. It doesn't go that fast. Try to do too much. Oh, that's why, because it switched to that other one. Alright, dump those. Dump those. Probably almost dump. Oh, we're so close. Just dump those. We're gonna go for it. Go for it. Dump those. How do we, what? Why won't it stop? No, it won't stop dumping. It's not our fault. Oh, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure which triggers and why it triggers from wood chute to wood chute. If we dump a few coal or iron ore on the ground, we're not gonna worry about it too much. And we honestly don't have to run back and forth very often, so. But why, at what point that switches, I don't know. That's something I'll have to turn around and try to figure out, I guess. Alright, let's get there and see where we are at for this one. A little bit. Wow, is that startling? Okay, let's get rid of those. We are all loaded up now, right? Yes, yes. We are good. Oh, that's where our echo ends. Alright, bump that up so we can get a little more oomph. Now that we have some weight on. We get rid of some weight, we throw some weight on. That's the nice thing with this train, is it never is really totally full either. Is that it'll just constantly be loading or unloading. Because even at the smelter, we could throw stuff on and take it down to the depot and get rid of it. Push out, make some money, but that's kind of not the idea. We want to build up that stock so we can push over to the actual coal mine next. Especially now that we had to switch over to the Ruby Basin, fuel is going to be a little more of a priority than it would have been. These things will eat a fair amount. As we are actually running low right now. I don't know what that is. Overhang turn, overhang corner. Right here. They are super cool looking. Obviously, same rock features from Lake Valley. but reused in interesting and new ways. I don't know what that camera hop is, though. Right there. That's weird. Normally you can pick a way to get out of it, but just kind of a weird in sections of the map. Alright, and we're heading off to the smelter. Gonna be our first dump of cordwood, so that'll be a winner. We'll actually start producing some rails and some raw iron on the other side, which is some of what we need there. It will give us the rest of what we need anyway to head out to the coal mine. So this is it. Once this one's in, I don't think we'll add a heck of a lot more to this train, so we'll be looking at new trains for that area. Probably coming in hot. Alright, we are going to have to be a little more careful with this. Why are we not? Because you turn the brakes off. That's why we're not stopping. Quintessential to stopping, for anyone interested in knowing, is the brake being applied. Without that, braking distance is much worse. Alright, let's roll this. Maybe. Alright, start dropping. Oh, start stopping. Stop go, Jesus. Who's ever unloading this train? Alright, let's move a little bit. Here we go. Alright, nothing to it. And we can probably start dropping. Yeah, we're good. It's all going in there. Nice. Alright, move on to there. And here's where the real money in the load is going to come from. We already know that. But this really is a nice little train to run early. Facilitates all of our 4 industries. Alright, start that. And number 2. Number 3 hopper. And number 4. Once we get that out of there. Unload all of that. That is a winner. Whistle, a little sticky. There we go. 3,262. Yeah, so we made almost 3,000 bucks on that whole. About 3,000 bucks for a round trip right there. So we're gonna definitely call that one a winner. Gives us plenty of room to start making some money. Now the train is empty, we can go back and do it all again. Next stop on the railroad kind of situation, obviously, and that's going to then give us the some raw iron and the rails that we need going forward. So with that, we are going to call that one an improvement and a win. Say thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you get a chance, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they sure do help the channel. Y'all have a great day.